right. It is great to be back with you. It has been a minute or two. I thought it was like 6 months, and as it turns out, I looked down at the channel one day, and I kind of check it all the time, but as far as I just wasn't looking at the timestamps, and it's been like a year. That's way too long, and I'm sorry. I apologize about that. I'm getting old, slow, dangerous behind the wheel. Those work days are pretty long, typically about 12 hours, and you come home and there's just not a lot left as far as energy or motivation or inspiration in a lot of cases. You mix that with teaching a Bible class on Wednesday night, and that calls for quite a bit of study in the few days leading up to that. And so it makes me kind of tired, and it makes me kind of busy, but we're very thankful for the life and the lot that has been handed us, and it can always be a lot worse. So we have nothing to complain about. Life is good. But we, still play a little bit of guitar here and there, still buying gear, buying software. I have more toys and more tools than I could have ever dreamed growing up of having this much. I mean, I think I have 18, 19 guitars, 3 keyboards, 2 banjos, a bass. That's probably one of the 18 or 19 guitars. I think I have 2 banjos, a bass, 17, 18 guitars, a mandolin, 3 keyboards, a set of electronic drums. Just quite a bit of stuff floating around. And, you hardly ever use it or you hardly ever touch it, which is kind of sad. But, you get older, you just, your focus shifts in some cases. It depends on who you are. It depends on how you are. And that's okay. And just kind of feel like time's running out, and we just need to focus on perhaps some weightier matters of the law, I guess you could say. But having said that, recently it seems like what's been going on is my older brother, who doesn't really play guitar, has been buying guitars. And I think it's like he's suffering like Kramer madness. And he bought an 84 Kramer reissue. That thing plays like an absolute dream. It just is unbelievable. I think he bought a new Kramer Striker. And also, I think there's that Mutt guitar that I have. I kind of just let him have that. And he dropped some EMGs in that, some new saddles on that original German Floyd Rose. We've been working on that thing and setting it up, and I've really learned a little bit about, shims. It seems like the word of the day has been shims for the last few weeks. So we've been just tweaking those guitars and getting them to play really, really well. And maybe we'll demo a couple of those here in the next year or two. If we're going to be honest, who knows when the next video will be. Hopefully soon. I do enjoy it. It's just finding the time and motivation sometimes. But another thing that I did here about a month ago, and I'll probably try to find some pictures to show up here. I really didn't document the process very well. But for some reason, I had a little bit of a piqued curiosity for a kit guitar. I don't know why. I'm not really a guy that can really set up a guitar from beginning to end and just get it playing, exceptional. Now, these Kramers that I've been working on with my brother, for some odd reason, those things are coming together really nice. But I'm not a guy who's real confident about, technical aspects of guitar setup. And me, I don't really know a lot about stuff like, tubes and cabinets and amps and woods and all of that good stuff. And I just try to play, and I kind of do a pretty poor job of that. But even so, I did buy a kit recently. It is this, and we'll show you some pictures. And then we started painting it, and then we assembled it. And the paint job is nothing fancy. I just bought some of that craft paint from Walmart. It's like $1.17 for a little bottle. Took less than 2 bottles. Just get an old T-shirt and cut some patches out of it and just start rubbing the paint on there. Kind of like you're staining it almost. And I watched some guy's video. I probably should link it where a guy put one together. And I mean, his looked like a 57 Chevy finish by the time he completed it. But mine is, well, it's not quite a matte finish, but it's nothing spectacular. Gun oil to bring the shine out in the end. I put a few coats of on the body after the paint, and then the gun oil, we did a couple of coats on the neck. I don't really know what the neck radius is. You know, it took me, I've been playing for 43 years, and I just figured out what neck radius was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Yeah. And you know what I found out? That I need I guess it's a smaller radius. Like I think some strats are like a 9.56 or something radius on the neck. That suits me better. I always thought I wanted one of those big, wide, flat necks like that's on a Charvel or something, and I have a couple of those Mitchells, and it just seems like it's hard for me to play them. I know this sounds completely stupid, like, man, this guy doesn't even know what the neck radius is all about. Well, like I said, I just don't know a lot about stuff. I'm ranting and rambling. Anyway, I don't know what the radius is on this thing, but it feels pretty cool. It feels pretty nice. And the fret sprout is really non-existent. The pickups are wretched. I should have shielded this, as it turns out, in the cavity. I did not, but we're probably going to replace the pickups, maybe. And, you know, the machine heads are terrible. Probably might spend $30 to get those things lined out like we did on our fake Yngwie guitars. But you know what? For $57... $57. I spent more money buying the materials to finish this thing because I bought a sander, sandpaper. The gun oil was like 10 or 12 bucks. Bought probably like $5 worth of paint. The sandpaper and the sander was really what put me out. But really, honestly, I think I'm sure that I spent more on everything that I needed to finish it than I did the actual guitar. So I did buy another kit, and we're going to do something with that one as well. Now, I guess none of that really matters. What matters is what are we doing with it. So what we're doing with it is just having some fun, and we want to just play it and see what it sounds like. I know what it sounds like. I've been playing it. As a matter of fact, I've been playing it more than my Yngwie Strat, which is crazy, and it's probably just because it's new. And this is weird because I haven't done a video on YouTube, well, first of all, in a long time, and then secondly, I haven't played a non-scalloped neck on YouTube in probably years. Probably, well, since before even I bought the Yngwie guitar. I had the other guitars with the scalloped neck, if you'll remember. And so this one is just kind of straight up. Now, it has all kinds of problems. You know, there's some serious buzzing out. I really have got to try to figure all this out. I think, let's hear like this. That's not good. This isn't good either. Let's see how bad this is. See how that just kind of dies? And plus, this thing just hums like I don't know what it hums like. It hums like an engine, but that's in not a good way. But I guess once you put, like, you know, a backing track to it, which is what we're going to do here in just a minute, maybe some of that will just apparently or miraculously and really kind of deceivingly disappear. But, you know, for fun, $57, $5 shipping. The next one, the second one that I bought that I haven't even opened the box. It's been here about 2 weeks. That's very unusual for me because I like, you know, every day being like Christmas or something. And but there was a 20% off coupon on eBay, and that thing was to the door, $50. Just like this, everything that you need, as you know. And when you put it together, it's really not too bad. I wish they would have had something like this when I was first starting out playing. I can't imagine having that type of access to that variety of instrumentation like we do now. Don't take it for granted. I tell you what, it's not always been this way, but it sounds pretty cool. Let's just listen to it for a minute without a track, see what it sounds like. Okay, that might be a little bit rough because I'm not like, on top of my shred game. Anyway, let's throw a backing track on and play along with it. I hope that you enjoy this. Sorry for the big parenthesis on videos. Hopefully, we can get some more content up. But I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone who hasn't unsubscribed. I'm surprised. I probably would have unsubscribed to myself a long time ago. But we do appreciate everybody. We hope that you're having a great day. And God bless you. Here we go.
Good evening. My name is William. I am the money changer. You may not be aware of my existence, but you are a recipient of my influence. Mr. Anderson is using 7-gauge strings. While you may be taken aback, you will find that both he and I are unapologetic concerning this gauge of string. He is playing through a Headrush MX5. He is out of practice and quite sloppy. Be that as it may, I trust this shall be acceptable. In time, this will be realized as the trivial matter that it is. As for me, I shall ponder my next move behind the scenes.